Baby, I won't tell, cause you don't want me to, cause I got a thing for you.
I do anything for you, but let me tell you, baby,
I won't tell.
I never did that
to you.
Cause
baby, you got it, and you got me.
I got a material girl in the material world. Venus, Serene, and my serial girls. Sweeties, what you know about having dinner on
Bae, we got a show to do.
But I was vibing to this when
I see. That's why I just let you rock, because it was like, you don't need my vocals.
Baby, I
Bae, you telling your age right now.
No, all this gray hair on my face is telling my age. But you right.
We got a show to do, babe. I ain't got time for your foolishness, ridiculousness, and shenanigans.
Don't forget the tomfoolery and malarkey.
Because we can't forget about the tomfoolery and malarkey.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Marquise.
And this is your one on your favorite Taylor.
Welcome back to You Stuck With Me podcast, everyone.
You stuck with me.
Beautiful, how you feel?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. No complaints.
Cool.
So in this episode, we're talking about a trend that's been going on. And it's covering different types of subject matter, but it's depending on what you see, it's pretty funny.
Baby, let me tell you, I've been cracking up at these videos.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't done a video, but I participated in a thread or two.
Let me tell you, I had to show you this, because I'm like, we need to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's called the We Listen and We Don't Judge trend.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, you can do it with your friends, you can do it with your significant other, whoever.
And the topics cover anything. Like the ones I've seen cover high school, cover college, cover relationships.
So the premise of it, what is it, premise?
Premise.
Yes, thank you. The premise of it is you tell your secrets, but it's supposed to counteract somebody judging you. That means, like, let's just say I say something outrageous, you be like, what the world, what the bleep, whatever. You can't do that. You have to say we listen and we don't judge. So I think we should try this today. What do you think?
Let's give it a go.
Steve, you ready to participate today?
I am so ready right now. Yeah, I got several. We listen. I need you to listen, and I don't want you to judge me.
Oh, we won't judge. This is a judge-free space, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I might get some looks like, what the hell?
But before we start, hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, y'all. How's it going?
Good. I'm excited. We get to do this together. Man, I'm ready.
This is going to be a very interesting episode.
Yes.
So since this is your brainchild, ladies first.
Okay. So do we want to do do we want to do some related to high school? How we want to do this? Because there's so many facets here.
We could go chronological order maybe. Like start off in high school, get up to now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right. We listen and we don't judge. So in high school, we had a week full of field trips because it wasn't no heat. And we had to choose our own field trips. So I said, let's go to the house. The teacher was like, the house? Yeah, my house. Because who does that? No heat, and we gotta take field trips? Come on, man. We listen and we don't judge.
Is it on me or?
Whoever.
I can go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Steve, let's go.
This morning I got up really early, and I wasn't necessarily prepared, so I didn't wash my legs.
We listen and we don't judge.
One time in high school, I faked a migraine to get out taking the Spanish test.
We listen and we don't judge. Okay, in high school, I broke up with a guy because his breath was on 10. But instead of telling him his breath was on 10, I was like, it's not me. It's not you. It's me. I just need to be single for a while, and then I went and started dating somebody else. We listen and we don't judge.
Let me see. What have I done? One time I remember I was walking with a girl in high school, and I basically walked a girl to another guy's house. The girl I was dating, I walked her to another guy's house, and then she went in and like hung out with that guy instead of me. But then I kept dating her after that. Actually,
I'm sorry. We listen and we don't judge. It's okay. You deserve better anyway.
yeah, I did. Yeah.
Mm.
I know it's kind of hard, right? You got to think about what you did.
This is kind of tough.
Yeah.
I can go again if y'all want.
I had my first sip of alcohol when I was in high school.
We listen and we don't judge. All right. Do we want to do one more round of high school, or we want to move up?
Let's move up.
Move up.
Okay. So we gonna do college.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just struggling with the memory on high school right now.
Okay. All right. So we listen and we don't judge. It's on me again. Okay. In college, I went on a date with a guy. We broke into the practice field, one of the practice fields, and we went to the 50-yard line. He thought he was gonna get him some, but I told him I can't. I'm on my period, but I really wasn't.
We listen and we don't judge.
This making me sound like an evil person right now. I'm sorry. I'm judging myself right now.
Well, can you judge yourself?
It's okay to judge yourself. You just can't judge others. I judge myself because I'm saying this stuff out loud, and I feel comfortable sharing this. So I'm like, oh, I was a terrible person. Red flag.
Steve, your turn.
One time when I was in college, I remember going over this girl's house. I don't remember what her name was. I think it was like Brianna or something. And I guess I didn't have to name drop her, but I went to her house, and she was really into me. But she had like 4 cats, and the house smelled like shit. So I was super uncomfortable. And I remember telling her that something ridiculous, like I left the stove on or something like cartoonishly untrue, just so I could leave. I think it was like I left my lights on at home and I got to turn them off, and my bill's gonna be too high, and then I just left. So
we listen and we don't judge.
This is something I did in college, and it was very diabolical. Now I think about it.
See, you can't help but to judge yourself.
So when I had a room to myself in my dorm, I was bored and I was like cleaning, and I had gotten to the end of cleaning my dorm room, and I looked at my refrigerator, and I saw that I had some milk that had just spoiled. So I decided that I was gonna play a prank on somebody and throw spoiled milk out the window and almost hit a girl. And this was from the 7th floor.
damn.
We listen and we don't judge. I gotta hurry up and say that because I'll be thinking like I want to say it, but you can't judge.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can share this one. So in college, right, I had this roommate who would say some questionable things, and I was in this class, you know, one of these adjusting to college life classes or whatever. And the teacher always used to try to get me to participate. So I just asked the question like, hey, what if I know somebody that said some something sketch to make you think they wanted to off themselves or something like that. And she gave me the resources, and then later on that day, she sent me an email saying, I am here for you if you ever want to talk. And made it seem like I was the one talking about I was killing myself.
I remember you told me this story once before, but
we listen and we don't judge. That was effed up though. I'm like, this ain't me.
For me, this was in college too. I remember in college, this one's terrible. Actually, I'm judging myself before I even say
See,
it.
that's what I'm saying. You can't help but judge yourself.
I used to, because they had this thing. I went to NIU. They had this thing called Husky Bucks that you had to use to do laundry.
I'm familiar with Husky, but you know, I went to NIU.
Yeah, and I was super broke because my parents didn't like send me money or anything. I didn't work. They sent me enough. They sent me some money, but I would always prefer to get food than to do my laundry. So I'm saying I'll be wearing drawers, socks. I'll be wearing this shit for weeks. But at least I had some sharks. I had some chicken. So
We listen and we don't judge. Y'all went through some stuff, baby. Y'all some troopers. All right, do we want to do one more round of college or do we want to move up?
I could probably squeeze one more out on college.
Yeah, squeeze
Okay.
one on college.
Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have one of y'all go first because I got to think.
One time when I was living in another apartment, I was coming home from work, and all I hear is bang, bang, bang in the hallway from one of the apartments. I'm walking upstairs, like, what is that? And I heard a couple of the noble Greeks on my campus having sex, and I just stood there and listened.
We listen and we don't judge.
Okay, I got one.
All right.
One time we were having like a raucous, party night at the dorms in college. And I remember I walked into my room, threw up in my roommate's closet, closed the door, went to sleep. And then I just said, oh, I don't know who did that. I just woke up and blamed it on someone else.
We listen and we don't judge. Okay, I guess I share this one. So it's my senior year of college. I had a apartment at the time, on campus apartment, and my graduation. No, it was the night after my graduation. I walked across the stage or whatever like that. Had this big house party. Got really drunk, blacked out or whatever, and I had just broke up with this guy, and I was so messed up, and I just didn't want to get up and start looking for and I lost my coat, my keys and stuff like that, and I ain't want to get up for it. So I had asked the guy, hey, I'm sorry how things ended. Basically told him that I wasn't upset, and he helped me find he tried to help me find my things, stuff like that. But I don't think I ever told him that it wasn't lost. Later on found out it wasn't never lost. It was just like one of my sorority sisters had it in her room somewhere.
We listen and we don't judge.
All right.
Man, we done some diabolical things.
Yeah.
Sounds like sometimes we did diabolical stuff out of boredom.
No.
Throwing up in that guy's closet wasn't out of boredom. I just didn't want to throw up in my closet. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it was out of boredom. I just think it was my first time being out on my own. I just wanted to get into some stuff. That's all.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that guy's listening now, I'm sorry. I never told you that I actually did find my stuff. I just wanted to see you again.
We listen and
We don't judge. Okay, so
Adult years.
adult years. All right. So this is gonna be a range from anything, friendships, relationships, and stuff. At this point, you're just gonna put it in one big melting pot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, I got it. So sometimes when me and Marquise get into an argument, I'd be tempted to unplug all the Xboxes and take the power strip and hide it somewhere so he could just be looking all frantic.
We listen and we don't judge.
One time I pulled up to the gas station to get gas, and the pump that I used still had money on it, so I used the rest of that money from somebody else, and then I paid for my own gas to get the rest.
We listen and we don't judge.
I'm sorry, that's diabolical work. I'm sorry, I gotta say that. That is some diabolical work.
I mean,
I'd be pissed.
wait, in my defense though, it was like $8, and then all the other pumps were taken. So
That's some diabolical work, babe. I'm sorry. I got to judge on that one. That's diabolical work. That's nasty work.
I mean, what else was I supposed to do?
Oh, God.
I actually got a gas related one too. I remember back, well, this when I was living in DeKalb. I wasn't in college though. I was living in DeKalb at like 22, and I remember I would go because I was broke as hell. So I would go to like gas stations, and you know how like you could like back then you used to be able to like authorize the payment at the pump, like you pay at the pump, but for whatever reason I could authorize the payment, fill my tank up, and then it will overdraft, like it would just be an overdraft fee like $15, and I'll just never pay it. And then one time I remember a guy came out, like the guy came out the station because he saw that I kept doing it. It was only one gas station that would let this happen. And then he came out one time and he was like, you gotta start paying for your gas, man. What are you doing? And I was like, I'll be back. I never went to that gas station again.
We listen and we don't judge. That's creative.
Yeah,
I'm curious to which gas station that was.
this was the one next to Vinny's.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a Shell, right? It's like a Shell next to Vinny's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. In my entire time up there, I never went to that gas station.
See, you missed out.
I know.
Missed out on some free gas, bro.
Yeah. I was just getting all the free gas in the world. I get so much gas out of them.
That's creative. I can't even be mad at that. I done done so much stuff in my adult time. I don't even know. Okay, this is really diabolical. I'll share this. This is about a relationship. Y'all really can't judge me. and to give a disclaimer, this was way before Marquise.
Okay.
Okay. So I was dating this one guy, right? We had been dating on and off or whatever. I was just not happy in the relationship. I was bored or whatever. And he was just not doing it for me. So I went on a trip and I met another guy. And me and this other guy got close. So that guy actually impromptu proposed to me, but I never really broke it off the other dude. So I had to start a fight to break it off with the other dude.
We listen and we don't judge.
Y'all looking like what the?
No, I'm actually not, because you told me this story before.
Yeah,
So
but that was diabolical work though.
that's what makes it funny. That's what makes it funny.
I got another one.
What's up?
So I was in a relationship. This is when I was living in Thailand. I was in a relationship with a girl, and we lived together. And things weren't going so great. So like I remember, we still lived together. I told her I broke up with her. I was like, I'm breaking up with you. We were still together, but I was like, I'm breaking up with you. I like took a trip, went to clubs, had sex with other people, came back, and then she went through my phone, like saw a bunch of stuff, and then basically I like went to go stay in a hotel, and she called my dad. Like somehow she called my dad like 2,000 miles away. She found my dad's number and called him.
Ooh.
And then my dad calls me, and he's like, your girl, because he had visited once and met her. He was like, oh, your girl called me and said you shitted on her. And I'm like, what? He's like, just kept saying he shitted on me. But she just had the accent. And I remember like me and my dad laughed so hard when I said, oh, she was saying cheated. She was saying he cheated on me. But I definitely thought that was hilarious. I mean, I and then we ended up actually breaking up. But
We listen and we don't judge. That's funny as hell. I know that.
That is. Let me see something else. Something. Yeah. Okay. I don't always like watching The Masked Singer with you.
We listen and we don't judge. I kind of figured that though, cause you always fall asleep, my guy. Be
We listen and we don't judge.
But we can judge The Masked Singer. We can judge the show.
how can y'all judge the man? It's a wholesome show.
No, it's not that it's not a wholesome show. It's just sometimes just don't feel like watching it. Just want to see what else is on.
We listen and we don't judge. Whew. We been
Let's do 2 more each. 2 more?
two more.
2 more.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we can pull that off.
This is hard because I've done some things. I don't know. Y'all got one?
I smoked crack once.
We listen and we don't judge. Wait, hell no. I don't even know this story. What the heck? Forget all. I'm about to say the F word. Forget all that. I need to know what's the background with this.
So, one time I was in Thailand. It wasn't technically crack. It was cocaine that I smoked out of a bong, but it was basically crack. So someone basically offered me some weed in a bong, but they were addicted to like crack and cocaine.
Oh, they laced it.
They didn't necessarily lace it as much as they had already smoked some crack out of that bong. And then I smoked some weed out of the same bong. And I remember just being like fried out of my mind. It was terrible. It was horrible. But that's the story. I didn't like do it. I didn't intentionally smoke it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We listen,
and we don't judge. Because, baby, I was
we
like,
need
what
the backstory for now.
right.
You need a little context.
We need a
for that.
little context because you just don't drop that in there. It just be like, oh, I just did a little crack.
Just did a little bit of crack.
A little bit of crack.
This was like 7 years ago, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. You got anything, tall man? If you don't, I got something.
Yeah, I don't have anything immediately.
Okay, so I know we doing chronological order, but I gotta tell this because I was doing some diabolical work in high school. So, and the guy that I'm referencing in high school, we also tried to make it work. We dated a little bit in our adult years, right? So in high school, I was seeing this one guy, and my ex-boyfriend came around, and we was just hanging out and stuff like that. Everybody was just making out with they boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever like that. We was like, what the hell? Why not? I mean, for old time's sake. Was kissing this man, right? And got on the bus. I forgot that I was in a whole relationship until somebody said, hey, what about such and such? And I was like, oh, snap. And somebody told my boyfriend at the time that I was kissing my ex, so I had to put everybody on payroll. Like, hey, that ain't true. You ain't know none of that. And everybody played the part.
We listen and we don't
judge.
I gotta ask a question. Put people on payroll?
Yeah.
Okay, madam.
I had to put people on payroll. Don't ask me what that consists of, because we listen and we don't judge.
But knowing you, I'm probably guessing that you had to pay for a couple of lunches for, a few people.
Not really. Remember, I was a nerd in high school, so sips water.
on the sips water.
That's judgment. You just said, okay, madam.
Was it really?
Yes.
I mean, that was a madam-esque move, so.
Shh. Well, I guess that boyfriend knows what happened now, so. Surprise! Okay, I got it. Here's my second one. So, it was a time that me and Marquise got to a real bad argument, and I put his stuff out the apartment. So my my original plan was I was gonna put his stuff in the trunk of my car and drive around with it and see how long it would take him to realize that his stuff was gone or whatever. But I had ran out of breath and was too tired from the stairs to put it in my truck, so I left it on the hallway.
We listen
and we don't judge.
But that's funny as hell.
But you did take my story for another time, no?
What?
You took my story for another time.
What? I didn't tell the whole story.
That was pretty much the basis.
Oh, well, you just didn't know I was just tired as fat as heck and ran out of breath to put in my car.
Okay, so I hate when you go in the bathroom and you brush your hair and you leave hair all over the sink. We listen and we don't judge.
Hell no, because you're making me seem like I just don't be cleaning up my hair.
Like, I be finding your hair in the strangest places.
We ain't talking about that right now. We listen and we don't judge.
I
got one.
What's up?
One time my dog got out in Bellwood, and my friend was telling me like we were chasing this dog for like 2 hours, right? Just across streets, down blocks. And I remember thinking to myself, like, man, if this dog just got hit by a car, it'd probably be better than chasing this dog around right now. I just had that thought once. I didn't like actually think that, but
Wait, did the dog get hit?
no, the dog didn't. But I was like, I'm so tired of chasing this damn dog. We're just gonna have to let him go because it was horrible. It was like a really bad day.
We listen and we don't judge. I could feel that though, because it's like you run around chasing after a pet. First of all, the
He
dog
don't wanna
ain't
be
energy.
caught. He don't want to be
Right. He low key was trying to run away, but you can't really say that.
But no, seriously, that reminded me of the one time we were driving down the expressway when we saw a loose dog.
Mm-hmm.
That I wonder, because this was before we got the studio, so.
No, we was coming back from the studio.
Okay,
From
so-
this episode. But I mean, since you would have bring that up, you was talking about go get the dog, go get the dog. I really didn't want to go get that dog.
We listen
and we don't judge.
I'm like, little Fido gonna have to learn how to.
He can
Maneuver.
them cars or something.
Right.
Frogger this shit.
He was on the
So-
he was on the shoulder.
Yeah, he
so
was
he
on the
was nowhere near no cars. He just went to play in the field, and we just see these two older women, flagging something down. I'm like, what the hell going on? Then we see a little Fido, and Marquise was like, babe, go try to flag him down. I'm like, I really don't. I didn't want to say no to him because he was passionate about it. I was like, I really don't want to get out this warm car and get this dog.
Yeah.
We listen and we don't judge. We just horrible people. It's fine. You got one more? Or you want to cut it?
I got one more.
I feel like this has something to do with me. I'm scared.
Strangely enough, I like the smell of gasoline.
That's not even that strange. I
It's
kind
not.
of like it.
I've heard worse.
It's nostalgic for me.
We listen and we don't judge.
I thought it was just me.
I guess I'm the only real one. I just like the smell of remember back in the day when you was in school and somebody threw up and they just put that little powdered sawdust on
Yeah.
there? I like the smell of the sawdust.
Oh my god, because it's like mixed with throw up, so it's kind of hard to know what the sawdust smells like, right?
It smelled like pine saw.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
We
We listen and we don't
I guess I
judge.
kind of just judged right there. My
It's cool. Some stuff I just got to be like, hey, I've been judging myself this whole time.
I
though.
mean, we all have judged ourselves, so
Yeah. But this was fun, guys.
yeah.
I
It
liked
was fun. I learned so much about y'all. How y'all are some diabolical people.
I realized that I can be petty when I really want to be. We listen and we don't judge.
How you just gonna say that? What you thought I was gonna say so wrong?
I mean, the look on your face said it all. You
Baby, I knew you was petty. You petty king. I get the worst of the petty.
We listen and we don't judge.
Well, I can't even look. The messed up part about this whole thing was when I was telling the story about how I put Marquis stuff out, which we will save that for another episode. I really felt disappointed in myself. I was really huffing and puffing.
Wait, so we're not gonna talk about the fact you weren't disappointing yourself for putting my stuff out, but the fact that you were huffing and puffing up and down the stairs.
We listen and we don't judge.
That's diabolical. That's nasty work. That's nasty work.
I was mad. I had this whole plan and it was gonna work too, but a sister was tired. She was like, "Mm-mm." I was like, I gotta lose some weight and get back in shape. This is terrible. I can't even fake throw this man out the house.
We listen
and we don't judge.
So on that note, beautiful, you want to tell the people where they can find us?
Well, before we do that, we just want to do this to show y'all that, hey, you might got some secrets and stuff like that you might want to tell your friends or your partner, but it's okay. We all listen and we don't judge.
I like how you did that.
Yep.
I feel like there needs to be like a round of applause at the end of that.
Yes. But this was fun. You guys. And Steve, you got to participate in the episode.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I need to do it more often, I think. This is pretty cool.
We tell you all the time, you stuck with us, man.
You the main one stuck with us, so.
Right.
So on that note, beautiful, you want to tell the people where they can find us?
You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on the app formerly known as Twitter. You want to drop the handles?
So you can message us, leave us Are You Stuck messages at our email at youstuckwithme@gmail.com. That is USTUCKWITME@gmail.com. You can reach out to us on our Instagram page. That is YouStuckWithMe_podcast. That is USTUCKWITME_podcast. You can go to our Facebook page. Just type in You Stuck With Me Facebook on Facebook, and you can find us there. Now remember, You Stuck With Me on Facebook is all one word, so it's not spread out like the rest of them. You can find me on Instagram at mine_1. That is M1NE_1. And you can find me on the app formerly known as Twitter at the same handle, mine_1 M1NE_1.
You can find me on Instagram and the app formerly known as Twitter under Queen Points. That's PO_NTZ. Again, that is Queen Points, PO_NTZ. And also, if you want some more behind the scenes stuff about my pre-recording yarns, as these two love to joke with me about, if you want to see more behind the scenes how I troll Marquis all the time or try to troll him, or our karaoke sessions, you can follow me on TikTok under Queen Points 22. Again, that is Queen Points 22.
And if you want to find more of our podcasts, you can go to YouTube, find us on Spotify, and if you're on Apple Podcasts, make sure you rate, subscribe, share, and
rate, review, subscribe, and share. Or you can find us anywhere you stream your favorite shows. And also, if you want to relive some of the songs that we be singing, because we come with some hot fire stuff, you can follow the You Stuck With Me playlist on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you stream your favorite playlist.
And this is your boy Marquis.
And this is your one and only your favorite Taylor.
And we out, y'all.
Hey, come back.
Because you stuck with us.
You stuck with us.
And remember, we listen and we don't judge.
Peace.